Welcome back to Going Medieval and the tiny settlement of Caledonia. Now it is in the middle of the night, and Betabite, as the early riser that he is up. He is preparing food, while Sydney and Peps are happily asleep. Let's start up the game again and see what the day has to bring for us. More mushrooms to harvest here. There isn't really that much left up here. Some linen cloth, some mechanical components. I think it's a good time to consider building somewhere where we can put the research table. I don't feel that we need a butchering table just yet. We want to have the shrines. We want them to be in separate rooms. So I probably, because this is clay. Am I worried about covering up the clay? There is ample clay down there. There seems to be clay a little bit here and there. Like splotches of it. We do get a little bit of clay when we dig regular earth, but I probably don't want to cover up the clay, to be honest. Not sure if we have enough of it. Let's hide the roof elements so that it's easier to see inside, and now the shrines. I think we'll build them in just small buildings for now. Window up there. I don't think we really need anything more than that. We do, of course, need a floor. And we also need a shrine for the restitutionists, otherwise there's going to be riots. Do the same building style for that shrine. I place something higher up now? Nope, doesn't appear that I did. Good. And we want a floor, of course, and then we also need to have a wooden restitutionist shrine. Or did I build that there? Yes, I did. I didn't need to build a restitutionist shrine there. I meant to build a wooden oak brethren shrine there. There we go. It might also be a good idea to have some wooden torches in there. Because, you know, might be a good idea to see what they're doing. And here is one of the examples of when it doesn't turn it the right way around. So we'll build of these. Trying to build it too far up, I think. Oh. Like that. I don't think a brazier is really needed in that building for now. Or in those buildings. They're not going to spend a lot of time in there anyways, but we also do need a research building, and instead of building a research building by itself, I think we can just do a research building joined up with one of these. So yeah, that should do just fine, to be honest. like that. And we can have a window behind the research table. That's not a problem at all. We do need a wooden floor in there, like that. It probably would be a good idea to actually have a door. Oh, you mean it's nice for them to be able to walk inside. We can do the same here, but I think I want them to finish this before we start more building projects right now. But I do want a room where they have a table where they can sit down and eat and do things like that. Now this room might benefit from having some lights, so we shall build some wall torches here. One there and one here, I think would be rather nice. Yes. There we go. Now we can let them rise and shine. Chop some more wood. It is important that we keep them happy after all. Sydney is even unhappy in her sleep. Pep's little construction skill is now level 10. I like that the last name there is little. Pep's little. Having a bit of breakfast there. Good. Now, if you look at a character, they do have, let's see here. Here, religious activities. It is important that these don't fall too low. But Betabyte is quite happy. That's good. Oh, his mood is almost maxed out. Peps is not that happy because he's deprived of religious activities and lacking in entertainment, and Sydney has the same modifiers. But that should be fixed very soon. The more devout they are, the more they care about religion and things like that. I don't remember just how... yeah, this is barely visible there. Because Peps is a little bit more visible, and Sydney is definitely more visible. I think it says there. This settlement needs religious activities every few days, whereas Peps, just an occasional quick prayer. And Betabyte, also just an occasional quick prayer. But at least the shrine to the wooden, the oak brethren is done, so that's good. Should stop mishandling how you chop down the trees, Sydney. You've unlocked the research panel, so we can now research, because we already have 25 chronicles, we can research architecture, and we will do that. And then we need someone to research, so let's take a look at the table. And I think we want to produce until we have 15, no, is it 15? Yes, until we have 15. And Sydney is right on the task, because that is a prioritized task for Sydney. Might be an idea to put that on 3 actually, because it isn't that important. At least not yet. Peps is praying. This is good. That made him happy. Now all of them are happy. Apparently we are running out of wood, so it is time to chop some more trees. Trees is something that there's a little bit too little trees in the vicinity here, I notice. I'm going to allow these 3 piles there. And we should also harvest these mushrooms. Might be a good idea to harvest these berries as well, actually. And these mushrooms. Oh, here we have some herbs and mushrooms. Some herbs up here as well. We want to harvest those because herbs is used for medicine, obviously. Also for beer, I think, or ale. But we are not quite there yet. That requires more research. We also need to build some roofs on these buildings, but before we can do that, it would be nice of them to actually finish it. Let's harvest some more of the tall grass so that we get hay. We need that for the roofs. And in addition to that, we also want to set up some wooden beams now that we have that. So let's do that here. Because then we can build a roof over the storage area as well, which is a good idea in case it starts to rain. Which it very well might, considering it's foggy currently. Decomposes in 10 years. Okay, I don't think we'll be playing for that long. Does this not accept linen cloth? Sydney. Would you be so kind as to prioritize holding that to the stockpile, please? Thank you. Okay, that building is done. Which means it's time to build a ceiling here, or a roof. I think we want to build it that way, in case I want to extend the building, and we'll do the same here. Getting a quick bite to eat before bedtime, that is good. And then apparently you decided that you wanted to go out and harvest some resources before bedtime. Okay. Your sleep schedule might actually be a little bit too generous. I think we'll change it just ever so slightly. Might complain about a lack of sleep this night, but that's not a big problem. Doing some cooking there, good. We also get some ash. It might be a good idea to have a waste pile. Oh, more mushrooms. But I'm not sure where. I guess around here could be a place. Yeah, that seems fine. Let's do a dumping stockpile over here. Configure that. We can have carcasses. I don't think we want humans in there. Well, we might want... no, apparently humans do not have bones, so that's not a problem. No idea about that. But we also want to have waste. My headset decided to turn off because apparently the the volume of the game is too low for the headset to think that there's sound going on. Okay, let's pause this quickly because it's time to build a great hall. I should have built the bedrooms there and the stockpile here, to be honest, but it's a bit too late for that now. Okay, let's build the Great Hall here then. Cover up some of this. It shouldn't be too big of a problem. I don't know how large I need this to be. That is probably way too big. How does that work? If we have a medium wooden table, that's too big. We don't need a medium wooden table. We will be more than happy with a small wooden table with some wooden stools. We need a brazier. And we also need some backgammon tables. Yeah, this is more than sufficient in terms of size. Right, now we need to build a floor, and I'll do that before I put down the walls, because it just makes things easier, and we'll just do the walls, and then I'll do the doors and the windows after that. Let's see here. Door. I want a door there, and I want a door there. And as for windows, let's have a window there, 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 and there. And of course we also do need some torches. There, 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 and there. And that's excellent. Cut some more trees, please, because we are going to need a lot of wood now. Mood tutorial. Yeah, I think I've understood that. Now with the ramps, you can just dig them away, like that. You can see it gives a little bit of clay, but not really that much. We can't really use salt for anything yet, so for now we'll focus on getting enough wood. I don't think no. We are focused on building first and foremost. Apparently, Databite decided that he wanted to sit down and have a game of backgammon with himself. Now, your resources that you have lying out in the wild isn't shown here on the side. This only shows what you have in your stockpiles. So be aware of that. Sydney and Peps having a game of backgammon. Peps decided that, no, I'm going to have to go back to work, so you can play alone. And here comes the rain. It came because of temperature and unroofed. The pile rots in 1 day, 22 hours. I think I want you guys to prioritize building these beams. Very good, and now we want to have a thatched roof here. And prioritize it, of course. Will you kindly continue the... Oh, I managed to deconstruct the wooden wall there. That wasn't very bright of me. So be careful with what you order them to do. It is very easy to do the wrong thing. I'm sorry, Peps, but you have to focus on that. Sydney is the best constructor around, so I don't think she's going to be very good at that. 1 in construction skill. Not exactly what you would call impressive. But I am a bit worried about the decompose time of these items here. Betabyte, I want you to focus. If I can get the ceilings back, I want you to focus on constructing the thatched roof, because it is very important that we get that. Now, please don't have me prioritize each segment. Apparently I have to. That's better, because at least that should improve the... if I can... Yeah, there we go. That definitely improved the rotting and decomposing time. How about you... you know, finish the roof. Thank you. We have 13 chronicles. So one of the things that you also have to keep in mind is that you shouldn't queue up too many orders all at once, but like what I've done here, it's kind of important for us to get these things up and running as quickly as possible. That's a lot of construction failed there. Now, did we get enough to unlock agriculture? We have 10 available, we need 15. There we go. Okay, before we do that, I will deprioritize research down to 4, because I don't really need anything else currently. I need agriculture quickly, but the other ones is not that necessary. I want them to finish this building before I start planting. And that also includes the roof. Are there any mushrooms around that we can harvest? Yeah, some down there. And a lot of them over here. There we go. Now we need to plant some fields. And I need to make sure that I don't plant them too close to the buildings, because that would be bad. So let's go here, and there are various things we can plant. We want to plant some cabbages. And I don't think we want these fields to be too large right off the beginning here. So 3x4 should suffice rather nicely, I think. That probably won't work because of that. Okay, let me see. I need them to be a little bit further down. At least I want them to be symmetrical. Cabbage field. This is a carrot field. We also want to plant some herbs. We don't need that many of those. So I think we should be fine with just a 2x3 down there. Red currants, we don't really need that. Nor do we need barley currently. Trees, however, that would be good. Let's do some quick tree farms up here. We don't really need that many of them, but trees take a long time to grow. Just do like that. I can delete that one. I might want some more of them, to be honest. I think we'll do it like this. There we go. crops, and Sydney is doing gardening. Very good. Now all of them are doing gardening. Good. The different vegetables have different statistics, like some have better or longer time for them to grow and yield, but at the other time, or at the other side, they will have better or worse times for decomposing and rotting and things like that. Whereas the trees, 62 days, maximum yield in 54 days, so I did not want to do that. Food is prioritized and then the trees come after that, so but I'd rather not have to deforest the entire map. So having some tree farms, even though it doesn't really look pretty, is efficient. And I'd rather have the trees up north rather than here, because when they grow, they're going to be in the way of our buildings otherwise, so... Let's get that back to the stockpile so it doesn't rot. Tutorial equipment on day 5, that probably means that it's getting close to a time where we might be invaded by someone. I forget. I should probably move this around. Might even be a good idea to give them... Happened here. You have too many dots of red in the evening. Okay. Give them 2 dots of leisure in the evening so that they get time to do all the things like praying, playing backgammon, and so that they don't put themselves in a position where they don't get to do those things, because that would be bad. Build up your defenses. Yeah, the game is definitely preparing us for an invasion now. I do have an idea in regards to that though, and that is very simply building a staircase here. Now that means they need more wood, so we'll have to chop down a couple of trees over here. But having our archers up here and Peps can be protecting them at the top of the staircase, it might be a good idea as a first defense. Mushroom has rotted on the stockpile. Yes. But that's fine. Let's just speed things up to the max so they can plant the things and start hauling things to the stockpile. Actually, I see Betabite is able to go pray in the middle of the day, since I have those grey spots there. So I think I'll do it like this, so that they can prioritize themselves. Yeah, Sydney is going. They seem to be able to deal with it themselves, actually. So maybe I don't need to have specific times reserved for leisure. These trees are going to be. Oh, there we go. New settler. Java didn't stop looking over her shoulder, but it was the bleeding wheals around Java's ankles that gave her away as a prisoner on the run. Would you conceal her? They may have been followed. Now, we have options here. We can slam the door shut, leaving Java outside. That might affect the settler's moods. Or we can decide to help her, in which case we'll get a charitable field... Wow, 20 medicine and 16 melee. So 12 culinary and botany. This is a 0 construction is not bad, not that good, but we'll also be attacked by 2 forest bandits, or approximately 2 forest bandits. But of course we're going to help Java. I mean, we couldn't do otherwise, could we? Enemies are coming. 3 forest bandits. Java, we need a new name for you. I think this will be a Tunefix. So Tunefix is a charitable field doctor, and by day Tunefix tended the fallen troops, but at night the rank threat of battlefield dysentery and marsh fever invaded his sleep. Bad air from bloated corpses was the stuff of nightmares. Of the 4 horsemen, Tunefix dreaded pestilence most. After the apocalypse, Tunefix roved among the mills, begging or stealing flour to bake bread. This he made into simple bannocks and distributed to the starving village folk, barely clinging to the wreckage of their former lives. It kept Tunefix busy and purposeful. Plus 12 to medicine, plus 10 to melee, and plus 5 to culinary. His restitutionist zealot requires considerable religious activity to stay happy. They don't drink alcohol, and they require a church of restitution, shrine or chapel for their religious observances. We already have that. Perks. Tunefix seems to be permanently overheated, throwing open windows and shunning warm clothes. Should be kept cool. But also a hedonist. What? Again, I'm confused by how these perks add up. I'm guessing they might change that a little bit later on. Without a bit of excitement, Tunefix quickly gets bored and starts causing trouble. Quite the drama queen. Well then. Now, Tunefix came from up here. That doesn't necessarily mean that the enemies will come from that direction, so we don't know where they'll be coming from until they'll be coming. Let's take a look at the jobs here. Tunefix, you have a very, very high skill in medicine, and you're also passionate about it. I don't think you'll be hunting. Growing, yeah. You're at least passionate about it, so that's something. But I don't think you'll be mining, cutting plants, cooking. Yeah, we'll put that at 2. Smithing. Carpentry? No. Tailoring? Not really. Research? Can do research, but it's down prioritized for now. Trinfix, go to a bed. And then Betabite will come and tend your wounds, but I think Betabite should actually do that on their own accord, considering tending is set to 2. But 18 hours until they arrive. Yeah, no, you're not really doing that. You're preparing food instead. Prioritize tending wounds, please. Because Tunefix has, what now? Bruised chest and a dislocated shoulder. I think we need to prioritize chopping some trees here. I need these staircases done. Okay, let's speed it down a little bit because Tunefix, you're wearing a flimsy wool cap. You don't have a weapon. You're decent with melee, so let's give you the two-handed weapon and also take all armor, though I don't think we have any armor currently. Should also deal with the schedule here. I think I am quite happy with leaving you at the same schedule there. So yeah, that should work. Almost done with the tree farm. That is very good. There's only 9 squares left. I probably overdid this, but better safe than sorry. However, I think that we will end the episode here and we'll see how things turn out with the attack that is coming in the morning. Thankfully it's coming at midday, so should be everyone should be awake, and that is a good thing. We can have our archers standing up here and the melee people here at the top of the staircase. Because for some reason the enemies are not very interested in going for our stuff, they are more interested in killing us. Not that I mind, because that means making defensible positions like this is really a good idea. Anyhow, if you do have any questions and or comments, then please do feel free to leave those in the comment section. And for now, thank you all so much for joining me, and I will be seeing you all in the next episode.